Stephen Johnston of 90 Day Fiancé. The other way has made a lot of questionable decisions, but the way he puts his fiancée Alina into potentially dangerous situations is some of his most regrettable behavior. Fans have criticized Stephen mercilessly this season, and a lot of it is warranted, particularly when he does things that could get him and Alina into trouble. Throughout the show, Stephen has expressed some remorse for his actions, but the 90 Day Fiancé franchise star should be apologizing for the ways he has put Alina in harm's way. Viewers were skeptical of Stephen and Alina's relationship, and when they both arrived in Turkey, it seemed like they began to unravel. Initially, Stephen didn't want to live with Alina until they got married, even though Alina was nervous to stay alone in a strange country. Things only got worse when Stephen came clean about his sexual past and habit of flirting with other women on social media. Many fans wanted Alina to see reason and dump Stephen, but after an elaborate marriage proposal, Alina said yes. Now, Stephen and Alina are on track to finally get married, even though viewers are still critical of Stephen's potentially unsafe decisions. Throughout the season, Stephen has put Alina in some precarious situations, and she's lucky nothing bad has happened to her. Alina is still very young, so traveling to Turkey was nerve-wracking enough as it is. When Stephen first attempted to ditch Alina to live somewhere else, his now fiancée was understandably scared and anxious to be alone. They clearly hadn't discussed living arrangements because Stephen booked their rooms and Alina assumed they would be staying together. Stephen's behavior was alarming because he acted like it was no big deal for Alina to stay by herself and ignored her obvious distress. Alina was also uncomfortable with other situations Stephen put her in, like when he insisted they hitchhike to get around Turkey. Stephen should be more concerned with Alina's safety than he is because he's the one who put her in this situation to begin with. It was his idea to move to Turkey to get married, so he has an obligation to make sure Alina feels comfortable while they're living there short-term. Stephen is 5 years older than Alina and has more life experience. It's not that Alina is incapable of taking care of herself, but Stephen should still be looking out for her and not pushing her to do things that make her feel uncomfortable or nervous. It's no surprise that viewers support Alina instead of Stephen, as his tendency to put Alina in potentially unsafe situations has garnered criticism. In many ways, Stephen seems to have let Alina down, though that hasn't stopped Alina from doubling down on their relationship. On 90 Day Fiancé, the other way, the two are on their way to marriage despite Stephen's questionable behavior and decisions. Stephen didn't seem too concerned with Alina's safety in Turkey, but after watching his journey back, perhaps he will see some of what makes fans so mad.